Well, first of all, when I heard that announcement, because I watched the speech live, I watched it live. When I heard that announcement, I wouldn't say I was surprised. I wasn't surprised. It didn't really tick off any light bulbs in my head at that moment. But then the next day, things changed in Nigeria almost immediately. And then I had to look up facts again. And then I discovered that subsidy is not gone. Subsidy is not gone. From the facts available are that the federal government had paid for subsidy from January to June. And this was May 29. He made this announcement. And then this is what we're in. Hiking prices of things and fuel. So it leaves me with two options. It's either the president knew exactly what he was doing when he announced it because he's going to be benefiting from the hike in the price of fuel. Or he didn't know what he was doing and then he blundered. Well, if it's that he blundered, then I'm not going to be surprised because it follows a series of blunders that have been going on all through the campaign period. All the blunders that have been going on. Well, it follows suit. But it's just interesting to know that if the president was going to make this kind of announcement, he should have also thought of making an announcement to say, okay, if the fuel subsidy is gone, this and this and this is what we're going to do to cushion the effects of the fuel subsidy. But that wasn't announced. He just went on cheering. Oh, fuel subsidy is gone. If it's gone, so what? So what next? What next? What next? How do we manage the situation? What's going to happen? Now buses are running empty because people are trekking and many people are not going out. People are indoors. So what next? Really, what next? What's the government doing? What's the plan? We don't have ministers. Well, we don't have ministers. The government hasn't appointed anybody yet. So who's going to be talking? What's going to be happening? It's a shame. It appears we're going to be in this steamroll for the next 4 years, God knows, but God forbid. I trust and I hope that those who have the president's ear and those who the president listens to will look at this situation and try to let's come up with something that will just make this go away, because we know the things that happen in this country. With this kind of announcement from the president, nobody's going to say, hey, fuel subsidy is not gone. Everybody, every oil marketer is going to take advantage of this situation. They're going to rip everybody of the least naira. And it's not fair, because fuel subsidy has been paid for from January to June. And this is still May. This is still May. This is still May. And the entire June. So it means they're going to be making double of what they've already been paid for. They've already been paid for this, and they're going to be making more money from the masses, from the people who are going to be suffering. This is terrible. It's terrible. The president just made a big inaugural announcement blunder. Common sense. Common sense. I think perhaps it was just overtaken by excitement. The excitement of being inaugurated as president. Perhaps it was the excitement, because I do not understand. For you to know that something as important, something as vital, something as very core to the economic existence of most Nigerians, or even all Nigerians, is the price of fuel. And you make this kind of announcement knowing the controversies and the loggerheads that the government has had in the past, the past administrations have had in the past. In fact, this president was amongst those who sponsored many people who stood up against former President Goodluck Jonathan when he removed the oil subsidy, the fuel subsidy. And so common sense would have required that making this announcement would have made, well, okay, fuel subsidy is gone, but the government has approved, or I have approved right here, right now, I am giving directives to so and so, make this available, so it will cushion the effects that will come with the fuel subsidy removal. And you know, one of the things we're talking about here is that one of the major concerns that many people have with the fuel subsidy is we do not have good data. We do not have good data. Data showing how much we really consume as a country. How much we really pay for this subsidy as a country. How much? How much? I was listening to some analysis some time ago, and the analysis was that Nigeria and Pakistan are nearly the same population, yet Pakistan consumes half the amount of fuel that Nigeria consumes. So what are we consuming? What are we consuming? we're consuming. And then what are we paying for fuel subsidy? What exactly are we paying for? Well, I'm just disappointed. I'm just disappointed. If the governor, if the government, the president is going to announce that fuel subsidy is gone, he should also announce that this and this and this is what I'm going to do, or what I've approved to be done to cushion the effects of fuel subsidy removal. But this is not done. Now the whole country is driven into a frenzy. Filling stations hiking prices. I bought fuel just yesterday, 530 naira per liter. That's madness. And people are trekking, buses are running empty. You can hardly hear noise on the street because everyone is trekking. And those who can't afford to just trek prefer to just stay home or stay indoors and walk indoors. It's a shame. In Nigeria, not just coronavirus makes us go indoors. Bad government decisions and policies makes us go indoors too. But this is crazy. This is Nigeria. This is crazy. Something has to be done fast. I call him president. He has to redeem this situation. He really has to redeem this situation. Maybe in another video I'll talk about what I think can be done, because when I hear stuff like, we're going to take the money and put it into critical infrastructure. We've been hearing this bullshit for a long time, this nonsense. We've been hearing it for a long time. I'm sorry for bad language anyways. Just being frustrated. It's come up to here. Critical infrastructure. What are critical infrastructures? What are critical infrastructures? I'll talk about what we can use the money for that will be really seen, that will really be seen that people are using the money that we've been paying for. First of all, we can do something with it that we can see. But in the meantime, I'm just tired, I'm just frustrated. Come off it, man. Yeah. This talk is cheap. Precious is my name. Precious Eda is my name. Like and subscribe to the channel, please. I pray God is with us in Nigeria. God helps us to come through this situation. And better days ahead. I hope better days ahead. I trust the president will do something. Please, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, do something. Like and subscribe to the channel. Share the video. God bless you. Until next time. Ciao.